Hello and welcome back to another Destiny Fashion Guide. It has been a while. Today we're doing the ACD Zero's feedback fence, which I think is actually the first exotic I'm doing on Titan, which is crazy because it's been a while since I've played Titan. I love Titans though. Oh my goodness. And this outfit right here, one of the best ones I've made, I think. ACD Zero is not super tied into any specific element. You don't like have to have a specific super or anything for it to work properly, but it does give off an arc burst, so I generally just kind of associate it with arc. So this is really, it's going to be a video with just an arc look in it, right? But let's get right into it. First off, for the helmet, we're going with the Thunder's Impact Helm from the arc armor set, you know, the fancy one with all the lightning. Arms, you can do this with just the default ornament. I do really like Endless Loop though. Very nice if you have it. Really matches well with the other arc stuff. For the chest piece, we're going with the whatever this one is called. I don't remember what it's called. This is just the actual chest piece I have on, so it doesn't tell me like the ornament name here. So it's the Season of the Seraph one though. Whatever that one's called. For the legs, I'm a big fan of the anti-extinction. You'll really see why once I apply the shader. And for the bond, the righteous mark, because honestly, I like the Titan marks that aren't like super intrusive, and this one is that. Now, for the shader, I personally am a big fan of the empirical imperative. Where the fuck is you? There. Okay. Empirical imperative. Boom. Now you got this nice like blue and a little bit of yellow in there. All very, very arc themed. If you want, we can get a good look at it without the ornament. Not as nice because it's got that like red from the Warmind stuff, but I think it still works pretty well. Right? Right. Now, for the sake of, I won't lie to you, for the sake of drawing out the video longer because it was really short, it was like 2 minutes. We are gonna go over some looks for the other subclasses. So first off, we're gonna go for a solar look. For the helmet, we're gonna go with the Prodigal Helm. Helmet can be swapped around a lot. For the chest piece, we are gonna hold on to that Season of the Seraph one because, like, let's be honest, it's Warmind armor. It's always gonna look best with the arms made out of a war sat. For the legs, we're going with Radiant Breaker. Nice solar legs. And keeping the righteous mark, because, you know, I like it. For the shader, we went with Erebos Glance, and now we have everything with this nice, like, lined with accents of orange and reddish. I also now realized I forgot that. Here, there is a little bit of a difference here. You can keep the red glow on here, or you can apply this ornament and make the red glow stand out a bit more. But it'll have like a little bit of a blue pulse to it. So that's, you know, subjective opinion. Now, for a void look, we're gonna swap things up a little bit, you know, for the sake of a bit of variety. Swap the mark out for the Epulos following, and it's also a nice one. For the legs, we're going Desolation Diver. If we're being honest, any look devoted to a specific light subclass is gonna be improved by having the armor for that specific light subclass. That's just kind of how it goes. Obviously, holding on to the Seraph one. For the arms, we are going to keep without the ornament for a specific reason that you'll see in a minute when I show you the shader. For the helmet, we're going with Meridian Constellation. I think this one can be swapped out a bit. You can find some other ones that work well, but I really like this one for a specific effect with the shader. The shader is Tyrian Abyss, and when applied to all this armor on the chest and the helmet and the arms, you get a jet black look with this purple undertone, and I think that looks fantastic for a void look. You might be able to swap out the legs to get something similar, but I'll be honest, I just love the void like energy coming out of the knees too much, so we're keeping with this. Now, for our stasis look, we're just gonna kind of lean into like an Arctic camo type look, a little bit of a twist because I think the skeleton helmet is cool. But there isn't any actual like stasis or strand subclass armor. Not yet. I really hope they add stuff after they add the last darkness subclass. I'm getting off track. Point is, we're going to be leaning into something that would not look out of place running around Europa, right? Since we don't have the actual subclass armor, we work with what we do have. For the helmet, we're going with the Epulos following one from Season of the Haunted. For the arms, this one is specifically going to look a lot better if you have the Endless Loop ornament. Chestplate, obviously, again, because it matches the best with the arms. For the legs, we're going back to Anti-Extinction, and for the mark, we're going with the Forian mark from the Treasure Hoard, with all the Dares of Eternity stuff. For the helmet, specifically, you're going to want the Combative Tanager shader. There's other shaders that make this white. I do not know them all, though. So this is just the one that I found. Feel free to look around a bit more, but this is what I found. For everything else, we are going to be putting on Arctic Dreamscape. Now the pieces of armor you choose with this is really important, because Arctic Dreamscape likes to have these like orange, like warning sign undertones, accents, whatever I think accent is the right word, like right here. In some places, depending on the armor, they will show up way more and really mess with the look. With these pieces, they are just like not here. Like I had to go through multiple leg sets to find one that looked good that didn't really have it. Anti-Extinction is what I came up with. But boom, there you go. There's a kind of stasis-y look. It's very bright, but you know, Arctic camo. What you gonna do? Alright, and for our final look, for our strand look, this is gonna a little bit be a case of me not quite having all the gear that I would want for this, but let's get right into it. Helmet, we're going with the Devastation Complex. It's got some glows under here we can work with, and on a strand look, I love working with glows. For the arms, again, gonna want the Endless Loop. It can work with the default ornament. I think it looks better with Endless Loop. Chestplate, is it really a surprise at this point? Legs, going back to Anti-Extinction, and for the mark, going back to the Righteous mark. For the shader, we are going to go with the one, I remember what it is, Gambit Jadestone. Adds a nice green accent under everything. You can a little bit work with Venomous on these top three pieces. Does not work as well with the mark and legs. It just leaves them gray, and that's not as fun. So with Gambit Jadestone, now we have these nice green glows under everything while keeping those like accents and undertones and other words that I pretend to know the meaning of on the legs and on the mark. Anyways, that's the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.